Hello everybody, it's Tuesday 11 a.m. and that is when I host my free class every Tuesday. I'm in Minot, North Dakota, and we had our first I guess it's our second snowfall. But this one I believe is going to stick. The first one melted. We've had a wonderful fall. But yeah, we've had about 2-3 inches, and it's beautiful because it's wet and it's stuck to the trees, and they're beautiful. But yeah, here comes winter. Yeah, maybe someday I'll be a snowbird. We'll see. But for now, let's get started on today's video. I have some great projects to share with you today. And the Black Friday sale started this morning too. So I have news on that as well. So I'm going to get my laptop synced up so I can watch comments. And it looks like I'm just a little bit crooked. I'm going to straighten that, maybe. Okay, all right. I'll wait for a few comments before I get started. Let me know where you're from, what your weather is like, if you've had snow or if you never get snow. I'm sure it's a treat for those who do not get snow, but for us it's like old hat. And there's the slippery driving again, so yeah. Oh, my screen seems to have froze. Let me try to, well, hopefully my video is, yep, looks like people are commenting, but I don't like to see my screen freeze. Interesting. Well, we'll try opening a new window. Actually, it's my laptop. Well, that might be a little bit of a problem for me to answer questions, but I guess we'll get started. I don't know what's going on with that. Yep, can't seem to do a thing on there. Yep, froze up. Okay, we'll get started. Don't want to make you wait so long. Let's start with door prize. Last week's door prize winner will receive a free tutorial from my tutorial shop, flowerbugshop.com, where I have my kits and tutorials. And the winner of that free tutorial, is Shirley Taylor. So congratulations, Shirley. Thank you for commenting and watching my video last week. I messaged her and asked her to choose a PDF tutorial that I will email to her. So yeah, there's lots and lots to pick from. In fact, I'm going to share, I have a lot of these Christmas cards left. If you're struggling and can't quite make the quota, I've got some easy cards for you. This was a former paper pumpkin kit, and they're so cute. Lots of foil accents. All you need to do is stamp the greetings with your stamp set of your choice and a couple trimming of the card bases. So this one is kind of a fancy fold. I trimmed off the second layer and used it on another card, and you get envelopes to match. So yeah, it's a really cute kit. You'd be proud to share these, I believe. So I have a few left. I think I might have 5 left. So yeah, that's available on my shop. So I can get them out by tomorrow yet. Well, my husband just got home. Maybe he'll look at the laptop for me. Okay, moving on. We have our inventory status report, and boy, things are flying off the shelves because of the Black Friday sale today. So we have, our white cardstock, which was, I think, 25% off, is out of stock already. Black cardstock is in low inventory. Some of the adhesives are in low inventory. We have the dispensers, the Seal and Seal Plus in the dispensers. Those are, I think, are they 25? I think these are 25% off. I think cardstock was 15. I can't remember. And then the refills. So they are really good deals. So if you can swing it, I would get on to StampiNUp.com and place an order Also, dimensionals, I think they were $4.50. Now they're $3.19. We have black, regular, and the minis. So good reason to stock up. But the best deal are either Blends markers. They were $11 for a pair, and now they're $6.60. So huge savings, 40% off our blends. Also, our paper trimmer. This paper trimmer was $28. It's now $16.80, and it's awesome. It does full, actually 17 inches wide from here to here, and it has both scoring and cutting blades. So unfortunately, the cutting blades are already out of stock as well. So things are flying off the shelves. So do not wait if you want to get your paper trimmer, some blends, some adhesives, even vanilla and black cardstock. Black is, like I said, in low inventory as well right now. So yeah, don't hesitate to get on this Black Friday sale. It's a good one. So they do, the only cardstocks that are on sale are black, white, and vanilla. And like I said, white is sold out, although thick white is not sold out. Just the regular basic white cardstock. And like I said, the black is low inventory. Right now they have a lot of the thick basic white. So here are the tools that are out of stock. Here are cardstock, designer paper, and Memories and More cards that are out of stock, and the dates. And here are the ink pads and embellishments. So that's the current inventory status, and I expect this is going to change really soon. Now, the other thing that was on sale, gosh, was it the ink bundles? I can't remember which was 25% off, but the ink refill bundles for our ink pads are already out of stock because of just, say, one color is out among them, and so they have to shut off the whole bundle because that's how they're packaged. So yeah, unfortunately, people have grabbed them, or they didn't have enough stock supply before this sale. So yeah, but don't hesitate. Do not wait. Get in on this sale as soon as you can, because by December 1st, a lot of these things like white cardstock are already gone. So yeah, don't wait. So just a reminder that all of my online orders, I'll be sending you the Peaceful Garden PDF tutorial, and I have one mystery box left. So let me know if you're going to order, make sure it's over 125 and you will claim that mystery box. One left. Mona got the second to last one today. So yeah, I have 2 Christmas card projects and a 3D project, which I hardly ever do. It's not my first love, but I do enjoy making them. I just don't put forth the effort into making them. Yeah, my husband disappeared again, so I don't know. He's not fixing my laptop, so I'm sorry. I will have to answer comments after the video because my screen froze. My laptop is acting up, just gone, done. So sometimes we have trouble with this one. All right, not sure which. I think I'll share the Modern Christmas card first, made with the Ornamental Christmas bundle. So I love this bundle. It has that, does this seem familiar to any of you with this curvy greetings and kind of the curvy stamps? It's very nostalgic for me. Like, I don't know, 10 years ago we had a lot of this type of font. Very, I don't know, I just love it. It has great dies and fun greetings and images. So I'm going to share our club card that we did this month in November, but also a few other cards that I've made and or have swaps. I shared this one a few weeks ago. This one was a swap by Amy Rich. It's a Dutch door card, and I love these because this piece right here came from this section that you cut off. So you just flip it. See that? It's a great way to make a fun fold and use the same dimensions. I'll probably share a card like that coming soon. This one was made by Julie Davison really fun. She loves to put just random size pieces together and just has a flair for that. And this was a swap by my team member, Jackie. So, in fact, my card today is kind of a take on this one, in fact. So, let's get started. My card is a optional gift card. So here is the card. We have some gold foil, some gold embossing, and it's a fun fold card. Oh, that one doesn't have the gift card in it. So you can kind of see, you can slide your gift card in there or not, and just fold over and seal it, and do not do a punch. So let's get started with my packet. Lots and lots of little pieces on this one. And missing the tied bow. All right, we're gonna breeze, I'm hoping we're gonna breeze through this pretty quickly because I have 2 other projects. So it's a standard 4 1/4 by 11, and we're going to use our bone folder, get these to mind. And I chose this hexagon. I don't remember the name of this punch. I think it's the hexagon punch to punch for my gift card. So what you do is just center, and I just want a little nip. Just a little nip out of there. Okay. And then right away, I'm going to add, oh, I was going to grab some more glue. I noticed this one was being temperamental. There we go. Oh boy, now I get too much. I'm going to grab that piece and prevent a little oozing by spreading this out just a little bit. That can help. Okay, then do you ever find yourself holding the lid to your glue? It's so silly. Don't know why I do that. But there is our gift card option. And these cards have texture to them. This one is with the Wreath 3D folder, and this one is the plaid, Forever Plaid. And if you notice, it's on the angle. I love doing it on the angle instead of straight up and down. So when I run it through, I simply twist it a little bit. Doesn't have to be a lot. It just adds some interest and makes it, I don't know, more plaid in my opinion. So that's how I do that, and we will go ahead and add that right on here. And what's nice about this card for the gift card is I made sure that I scored this at 1 1/4. I believe that's what it is, because then you have 4 1/4 from here to here, and that gives you a 4-inch piece of cardstock. So it's very easy on your paper, we have lots of pieces, your designer paper. So we're not gonna add this yet, but I will add this, our inside piece. This pretty modern Christmas designer paper is super fun to play with. Now, I was a little nervous to make this card for club because I thought maybe people don't like black for Christmas. I just was a little worried that some people are more traditional and they like the red and green. So I'm just doing a little smear on the back of, this is how this ornament die cut works. Then I have a piece of gold foil, and you don't want to move this. Once you put this down, don't move it, because gold, oh, and I see I have a little piece sticking out there. I'll just trim that with my scissors. I don't know if you remember, but I shared a few weeks back that our paper snips are gone. They ran out of stock, and the manufacturer stopped selling them. So they do not, we don't have them anymore. So I'm going to just set some of these elements aside while I stamp this on the inside. I'm going to do it a little bit different than that one. I'm just going to use the single tree. Oh, but you know, first of all, I always tell my people, get what you have to get on here and fill in lastly with your extras, like your trees. So I want my greeting on there. Just make sure that's nice and black. Okay. All right, now we will ink the tree. I've recently inked this, so it should be plenty black. All right, so I'm going to stamp one tall and one off, and then go up a little higher, and then a few extras. So make a little scene of trees, and that is it for stamping. Put that away, and now we can add that to our inside. And if you don't know why I do that instead of on here, it's so I don't touch the cardstock that's full of glue. It keeps my hands a lot cleaner, and I'm pretty good at estimating where I want to adhere my my glue and my paper. So I just like a little bit of something between layers like that, and I thought a thin strip of gold would be perfect for that. Just add a little bit of bling to match the inside. Okay, so now we want to add our little topper. This bundle is so fun. Okay, we're going to add some dimensionals on the back. And we'll do one more up here. Okay, dimensionals are on sale if you just joined us. Instead of I think $4.50, they're $3.19, I believe. So I'm not going to place this on there very firmly because I really should add this first. Love this paper. You can see the difference in the two trees. One is the little dotted pattern print, and then we have the stripe. And I want them to overlap each other. Those are both die cuts from the Ornamental Christmas bundle. Okay, I'm going to scoot this down and on top a little bit. All right, and our bow ribbons, bows, twine, all are good friends with mini glue dots. They are not on sale. However, I did notice they are in low inventory. People must be grabbing them while they're shopping at the Black Friday sale. Okay, now for the greeting. All we have left is greeting and gems. I pre-heat embossed this in gold on just a strip, and I purposely stamped it over toward the side so I can have a little holder while I punch. I believe this is called the Labeled with Love punch. I'm trying to center it and get it straight. A curvy font makes it a little hard to get things straight. Okay, a few dimensionals. I'm not going to get way to the end because I wanted this to hang off the card just a little bit. Make sure, yep, it's not showing. There, and lastly, I think I will use, no, I'm going to use these. These are the Flower Accent gems. We have a lot of different gold gems right now. I'm going to do just what I did on there, I think. I kind of like it. There we go. Done deal. Aren't they pretty? Love them. So let's see, there's the gift card holder if you just joined us. And that's how I did my inside a little bit different. So first card done. All right, we're going to move on to the second club card that we made this month at my card clubs. And I'm sorry if you just joined me, my laptop is not working. It is froze. So I'm going to move on. I will answer questions later. Oh, I forgot the star. Did anybody catch that? Of course, because I can't see comments, I missed it. But I noticed in my packet, just a little dot of glue, and this is one of the die cuts from the Ornamental Christmas dies. There we go. Okay, first card done. Second one is a repeat of a fun fold I've done before. And I'm not gonna do the whole card because it really doesn't need to be seen because you know how to do this, or if you've watched my videos. All right, so I need these little strips. And you see they're different sizes, does not matter. To finish this card, I do have to, or to show you the mechanism, just in case you haven't seen it before. I can tell which is up and down. I'm kind of moving ahead in a odd manner, but you'll get it. This is a tower card with a side panel, if you recall. So an easy way, there's a lot of scoring. There's 2 scores right here, and when you flip it, there's 2 right here. They are in exactly the same position. So it's 4 1/4 by 11, and I'm sorry I don't remember the score lines, but they will be on my free project sheet on my blog next week at flowerbugnut.net, probably Monday, Tuesday, and also on my Flowerbug Stamp and Share page coming up this week. So this is how I want the card. You know what, before I do that, I'm going to just continue layering, and I'll show you the finished card. Doing things a little bit backwards today. Okay, it's a really easy way to get this card to fold the way you want it. There is the card. Isn't that pretty? So basically what you do is take the raw edges, put your fingers next to, I have a score line, it's probably hard for you to see. This is Secret C cardstock. Next to, and hold firm, and then take this and push. There's your card fold. So now you know these get glued together. And honestly, this can go either way. It can go, you can have your side panel on this side or on this side. And because I have this dove over here, I have to have mine on this side because it hangs over. So close it up, add that, grab your two, you do have to add your panels on here in order to add this layer. So I'm going to show you how that layer works now. You just need some strips, some circles, something you can fold in half. And they don't have to be perfect. As you can see, these, I just kind of wing it when I need pieces like this. And I don't measure, I just cut. So we're going to add some glue right next to the fold. You can see that, that is next to the fold. Okay, now you will add your strips. And you're only gluing half. Okay. And they can be they don't have to be touching these strips. They can just be next to each other. You can kind of see. I'm gonna pinch that and give it another press. So these need to be what I call flippy floppy. Okay. So now I'm not gonna stamp this because you've seen me stamp. But what you want to do next, open these up. Now remember, these are just folded on the score line. Just folded and attached next to the score line. So, and I like to add strong adhesive for fun fold cards. You really need a strong adhesive. Now, as you can see, this is Night of Navy and this is Secret C. I debated on that, but we had Night of Navy amongst this, and I thought it would be kind of pretty to have 2 different blues on here. So now you're going to add that layer onto those little tabs. And then you have a flippy floppy card. That's what I like to call it. So my other version is a sympathy card. So perfect with the doves and this paper. This is the pretty Peaceful Garden paper. There's my background here. This is part of the Peaceful Garden paper. I used the Textured Notes stamp set for the leaves here. But the greetings for both inside, not this one, not the inside of that one, because didn't have a narrow enough Christmas greeting. So I grabbed an old paper pumpkin stamp set for this greeting. And this is from an old paper pumpkin stamp set as well. So I just wanted to add a few little accents, but yeah, that is the card. So one thing I want to show you that I did, this little strip on the side. Now on the back, you have a piece of designer paper, which this one's too short. I made some boo-boos during my club cutouts. But this, oh, hold on a second. I'm never perfectly ready. Isn't that something? Just never perfectly ready. So this is the Peaceful Greenery embossing folder. And what I did for the greeting, just to stay with the same suite, was to put it right up to the line for that. This matches this die cut. So you can see it's a very deep, pretty leaf embossing. But it does match the dies in the Peace on Earth dies. Peace on Earth and the Peace on Earth stamps. So that is how I achieved that trim there. I thought it was pretty. So I will finish this card later and we will get to our next project. So hopefully you enjoyed that card, that fun fold. If you hadn't seen the card I made before was this one. So this one used the Amber Autumn stamp set and the Amber Autumn dies, which are still available. I think the Amber Autumn dies, or was it the stamp set, was out of stock. I can't remember if it came back in or not, but this is the Gathering Together designer paper and the Amber Autumn bundle. So that was my inspiration for my club card because I love this fold so much. I had a great time sharing that with my club members, my gals. Okay, all right, moving on to my 3D items. So remember, if you're just joining me, my laptop froze up. I cannot see comments. I will answer any questions later, so please bear with me. Okay, I am going to show you how many of you have made these candy bar pull-ups before. So we will get started. You just need a candy bar and you don't even have to measure much. I'm going to say much because you do need to measure your length and width. So, so this is my tear and tape here. This is from the Nested Essential dies, this little silver piece. These were retired tags. I don't know what set they're in, but I had some saved and I'm like, this is for a fundraiser. And I did use our velvet paper for the Santa suit. So that worked out really well. This is a 1/2 inch circle punch. So I have all my parts and pieces here. All right, let's get started. So we'll just keep one out for now. Yeah, this is so fun. So this is how they work. So easy, so simple. Just sneak them in there, and what a fun way to get a candy bar, right? Okay, all right. So in previous years, I have scored these. When candy, this is with almonds, so it's a little bit rounded. So what I did was kind of use my finger to start curling this so it doesn't crack as I curve it. And it did work because I tried one without and it cracked and I had to scrap that piece. So what you want to do is put that in there, slowly bend this over, and I'm going to be kind of loose with it. I'm leaving this a little bit folded. So I'm going to warm this up and peel my tear and tape off. You can use regular adhesive, but you do need something strong. And I'm just going to match up my ends and then press. So I didn't crease this very hard. You could score it if you wanted a more precise fold. That would be just fine, but I kind of like them curvy. Kind of think they're fat, just like a Santa. So you need that candy bar in there to know, and you want it loose. You don't want it to struggle when they're pulling that out. Okay, now what I was going to do was put this all on. I'm gonna put this back in there before I folded that, but of course I forgot my plan. Okay, so white velvet, Try and center that for the most part. Remember, it's just a candy bar. It's a little bit short. I'll just spread that a little bit. Okay. Now I have a black piece, and once again, I'm gonna work the cardstock and kind of curve it a little bit as I go. Okay, and I want this pretty low and even. Okay, I did not bring my tear and tape with me. Well, we'll see. I thought I had it all done. I'm going to scoot this over and add a little adhesive underneath. Okay, then I'll finish. This is our Seal Plus, which is our strongest tape runner. And I love it because it has dashes. So you can actually peel or apply just a dash and it doesn't do the string thing that some adhesives do. And you can remove it to a point, but it does stick very well. Okay, so that's on there. Now we can add our 3 buttons. So how many of you have made one of these before, these candy bar pull-ups? They're kind of a neat stocking stuffer. And as far as you could do other candy bars, but I've never done anything but a Hershey's. Okay, so here is our silver foil. I think this was the textured silver foil that retired that was on the last chance list, but I had a lot of it, so I really wanted to use that. We have regular silver foil as well. So, trying to center. Get that to stick. And then I have just a little square of black to emulate the buckle. And that'll go in the center. Okay, so now we're going to get to the tag. So I did already pre-stamp my tag, and I'm going to scoot my candy bar down, and I have an old-fashioned office hole punch. You need it fairly wide depending on your ribbon. Now I only went through 1 layer just because I don't want it to jam. Now I'm going to go through the hole I made into the second one. Okay, all right. So ribbon, we have our, let's see, this is our Real Red 1/2" ribbon that's in the holiday catalog. So I'm going to grab my candy bar, do a kind of a loop, wanted enough ribbon to work with. So trim that. All right, and insert this. Like that. Now I'm going to let it fold in or slide back down into the pocket. Pull that out and pull this one out. Okay, make sure that that ribbon is not folded in there. And then I want to go from the back of the tag, draw that down. Whoops, pulling out my candy bar. Just about done. Okay. Now, get my ribbon all situated. What I do is, I'm going to actually pull this one up a little bit, is doing just a simple overhand knot. So just put the tails in through the knot and get that knot as close as I can to the candy bar. This has a little fold in it that I don't like. There you go. So there is the candy bar pull-up. What do you think? Isn't that a fun project? And then I simply added some of our rhinestone gems to, where's my tape and pick tool? It has disappeared. Isn't that fun? Oh, there it is. All right, should have done this earlier because it's easier to put these on when it's flat. You can add as many as you want. Okay, there we go. I'm going to trim the ribbon just a little bit because it got a little frayed. And it did again. Not getting the ends. Okay, there are the Santa candy bar pull-ups. So if you just joined us, the other cards we made were those and these. So little gift card holders. So that's what I have for you today. And again, I apologize, I haven't been able to watch comments, but I hope you will right away, as soon as you can, take advantage and go shopping and grab either some blends markers, which are $6.60. Oh, that's crazy price. Instead of 11, or a paper trimmer, or some adhesives, black cardstock, vanilla cardstock, thick white cardstock. It's all reduced and while supplies last. So that's the Black Friday sale, and then Cyber Monday will start a week, 9 days of Paper Pumpkin discount on the prepaid subscription. So that's another huge deal. So they did really good job on their sales for Black Friday and Cyber Monday this year. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will check comments and answer questions since my laptop froze on me. All right, thanks so much, everybody. I appreciate you, and have a very, very happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.